I think we're about to start because we just hit 20, actually 21 right now. First of all, for the people who just joined right now, this class is not going to be any new, there are not going to be any new lecture today. And I just gave a free lecture today here to answer questions and regarding homeworks and project one, because the project one is due November 1st. So I'm here to give, if you haven't started yet, I'm here to give you guide and some motivation to start. And you can start working on project one or homework, either one, and try to catch up or try to make progress. And I will stick around, answer questions, and give all the help that I can provide. So if you guys noticed, I post homework number 4 on Blackboard, and it's gonna do 3 weeks from now. So probably November 14th or 15th, something like that. So any questions regarding previous lecture? Because previously I showed you guys how to make your project one by this reference drawing. So Hovani, you say you are not able to upload the drawings? What do you mean? Because the homework 3, I said in the announcement, pretty much we just need to create 4 models based on the projections. Yeah, you just need to do the screenshot and then, you know, either submit the picture, 4 pictures, or you can save all 4 pictures in your Word doc and then submit the Word doc, something like that. So anybody have difficulty on anything, just let me know in chat so we can go through that together. All right, so it's not necessarily to be has to be an asymmetric view, as long as you can show me the model, like, you know, in any orientation that shows overall layout, it should be good. So you can manually rotate and just to show me what you modeled. And there is a button about isometric view. If you want me to show you, I'll show you right now. Yeah, I'll explain homework 4 just in a minute. Don't worry about that. No, homework 3 is making models, and you show me a screenshot of your model. Yeah, what Justin said is right. You can do that as well. Well, not 2 views of drawings. I don't need, are you talking about homework 3 or project 1? For homework 3, I want to see the model, not the drawing. So for example, this is the model that I showed you previously, right? Well, for the project, you need to show, I would say at least 2 views, because you need at least 2 views to identify your model, right? And you just need to give me enough view to define all the dimensions and all that kind of stuff. It's not a requirement. You need to complete the drawing, and sometimes drawing you can complete in 2 views. Sometimes, like for example, in my example, it even take more than 2 views. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 projection views and 1 detail view. So it depends on what you're modeling. So for those of you want to know the isometric view, you can simply click here. There's a drop down arrow right here. You click it, and then this one is isometric view, and you just click this again, and this is your isometric view. Is this clear? Everybody get it? You want me to show again? Center button. If you have a center roller on your mouse, you just hold it and you can just drag it anywhere. So pretty much you don't really need to show me the isometric view. Isometric view is just a way to display your model. For example, I can show the model like this and everybody can see it clearly what the model looks like overall, right? So not necessarily an isometric view, but you just need to show me what your model looks like. So from here, this is view orientation, and there's a little arrow drop down arrow right here. You click it, and then right here, this is isometric, and you just click again. And right there, it says Control+7. You can also do that. That's a hotkey. And here you go. How to make this model, the one I'm showing right now? Yeah, that's last week's lecture. Oh, no, oh, sorry. For this model, no, I didn't. But I can just simply show it right now just by one revolve. One revolve will make the shape, right? And then the cut extrusions are, the cut extrude are the windows, and then different set of holes. It's pretty simple, even though it looked like it took like so many steps, but to be honest, it's not. The setup. The setup of homework 3. What do you mean the setup? So have you done homework 2? If you have done homework 2 is giving you a model, an isometric view of a model, and you draw the 3 projection views by hand or in SolidWorks, right? And homework 3 is completely opposite. So I give you projections and you need to generate a model. And then you just show a screenshot of your model like this. And the Windows has built-in snipping tool, and you can just simply grab it and screenshot it and save it in a Word doc or save as a picture and then upload 4 pictures or upload the Word doc. So this is the homework 3. The cone shape is defined as the hole wizard. So if I go in here, you can see there are different types. I choose the straight type, the straight tab. And if you choose different type, you're gonna show different configurations. So we use SOLIDWORKS to convert it into the correct planes? I don't get your question. Can you rephrase it? Okay, at the meantime, for the people who joined later, so this class, this week, I'll say, we're not gonna have any new lecture. We're not gonna cover any new material. So for those of you who don't need any help or already almost complete your project 1, or you're really confident that you're gonna complete it later without my help, you are free to go and just keep working on your homework and projects. And then I just post homework 4 online. And this homework 4, you can see the red labels A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So total 7 unknowns in the homework 4. Your job is to calculate all different 7 dimensions. So for example, what is dimension A? What numbers should A be? okay? And this is your this is the overall length of from the top and the bottom, and this is another dimension with tolerance as well for this edge. So you just do the math subtraction and to calculate what A should be. Yeah, you can email me. Sure. Yeah, email me anytime.
Professor, is this the new homework?
Yeah, this is homework number 4.
Okay.
And
What are we supposed to do with that?
so you see the letters labeled in red. There are a total 7 of those, and you need to calculate the dimensions of the red labels. So
Oh, okay.
calculate A, what values A should be, and you need to do the math. Pretty much,
Including the
tolerance.
the
Yes.
tolerances. Okay.
So I'll do a simple demonstration on A. I'll just give A for free. So for example, in this case, the A gonna be apparently 2 and its tolerance minus and these set of tolerance, right? So the largest A could be is 2 plus 0.12, which is the largest value this dimension can be, minus the smallest number on this dimension, which is 0.95. So the largest A could be is 1.17, right?
Oh.
And the smallest A could be is use the smallest value of the two minus the largest value on this dimension, which is 2 minus 0.1 and minus 0.9, minus 1.1, right? So the smallest value for A is 0.8. So the answer for this one, for A, is 0.8 to 1.17. So I give you one for free, and you guys can do all rest of 6 and save it in a Word doc or a notepad, something like that, and submit it to Blackboard.
All right. Thanks.
Simple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if there's no plus or minus, that's just the range. So like 1.1 and 0.95.
Yeah, exactly.
Between those two numbers.
Huh? I didn't hear you. Your voice is pretty lagged at your last sentence. So I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said thanks.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Professor?
Uh-huh.
So when you're doing this, we're looking at A, right? So if we do 2.12 minus, 2.12 minus 1.10, and then that's our first answer, and then we do
No, you got it wrong. It's 2.12 minus the smallest value. That will yield the largest possible value for A, right? 1.17. You can't get any value larger than 1.17, right?
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
All right, let's bring this up. So for A, as we just calculated, is 0.8 and 2, 1.17, right? So if you did your calculation wrong, for example, 2.12 minus the 1.1, you got 1.02. And 1.02 is already covered by this range. You can see that, right? So 1.02 is not the upper limit or the lower limit.
We can just do this on a scratch paper and submit, right? And just take a picture.
Yeah, sure, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much the goal is that total 7 sets of values. So what A equals, what B equals, and all the way to G.
Is it cool if I can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Is it cool for like homework 3 I converted the PDF into a document because I don't have Illustrator. So in order to
What
upload it,
homework 3, you can just submit a picture. If you take if you take the screenshot by the snipping tool.
I'm not talking about like turning it in. I'm talking about the PDF of the drawings you put or you uploaded for us to do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you need to model it in SolidWorks.
Yeah, but is that like when I model in SolidWorks, it's an original PDF file, but for me, because like I don't know why, but it keeps saying like gives me errors, so I upload it as a document and it works, but I don't know if that's if that even makes
Okay,
sense.
for homework 3, I want to see 4 pictures, no matter in PDF format or in Word doc or just in picture format. I just want to see 4 pictures over 4 models. I don't care how do you model it, or I mean I'm not just getting, I'm just not getting your question, right?
He thinks he's supposed to upload the drawings for it to convert.
Yeah, that was my bad. I misunderstood.
Is it really? Like this instruction is that confusing? If it does, I'm so sorry, but I thought this is clear enough. Please create 4 models based on its projection drawings and submit a SolidWorks screenshot of an isometric view of each model to Blackboard. Any more questions? Or somebody asked something I didn't see in chat? Can you ask again if you didn't get your answer? Well, it's not 2 answers. Okay. For example, this dimension is a range, right? It can be as big as 1.1 or as small as 0.95. So all dimensions, yeah, is a max and min dimension. Yeah, thank you, Patrick. Yeah. So your job is do the same. Yeah. Yeah, you can say 2 answers. Yeah, but dimension, it always have a tolerance, right? Unless it's a basic dimension.
I had a question with this one. You said the
Mhm.
largest A could be is 1.17.
Mhm.
So if the other one's also its largest value of 1.10, doesn't that go over the other tolerance? So that would add to 2.17? Or am I doing something wrong?
That's a good question, actually. uh, okay, give me 1 second. What is this? All right, I'm back. I want to check the solution. Actually, it is 0.8 to 1.17. I got your question. Okay, I'll rephrase the homework, the assignment objective. So we're not getting the dimension of A. So pretty much your question is, if A right here to be 0.8 to 1.17, they're going to be a contradictory that 1.17 plus 1.1 going to exceed the largest value on here. They're going to give us 2.28, right? Instead of the largest of 2.12 right here. But we are not assigning A as a dimension. We're calculating how like the biggest value and smallest value that A can be. So that's why when I talked about one of the drawing before, I think it was the week 4 or week 5, the first time I showed you the drawing, that we only define like, okay, if this 2 is controlling 2 edges, right? This vertical edge and that vertical edge, we only define one of them. We don't define both because that's gonna give us contradictory. I'm not sure if I saved that. Let me see.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That A is the one being driven by the other 2 values and not the other way around.
Right.
That makes sense.
So we're not assigning A as a dimension. We're just
For-
calculating A's length.
Based on the other 2, so it's the one
Yes.
driven by.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, I got tripped a little bit. Where did I install my SolidWorks? Oh, here. It seems like I didn't save that little pyramid stuff I showed you guys a couple weeks ago. Nope. Yeah, I didn't save it. Oh, okay. So the math for A is, okay, think about it. How large A can get. So A is controlling by these 2 dimensions. And the largest on this side is 2.12, right? And if you want A to be very large, you use the largest number minus the smallest number on this edge. So it's 2.12 minus 0.95. So is largest minus smallest give you a largest, and smallest minus largest gave you the smallest. That's why I want you guys to get a caliper so that you can really measure something, like measure something in step. So then you can visualize it better. Okay, actually, this class, I want to answer more questions regarding the project because I really want you guys to get started, at least get started, because you guys only have about 11 days or 12 days to do it. And if you haven't started, and if you encounter something very late, and there might not be enough time to finish it, that's 30% of your grade. And for those of you who don't need help or already completed and you're on the right track, you're free to go. I showed you guys last week how to find some stuff you can potentially use for a model. Come to Google and just type in machining components and go to image. And there are so many different parts in different shapes, and you can just pick one. And if you can get the dimension of those parts, you can use this dimension. If not, you can just visually inspect it and assume a value for something and scale it. No, what? What do you mean for the project? We can do it by hand or do it in SolidWorks and convert it into a drawing. You're not supposed to do anything by hand for a project. You should start your model in SolidWorks and then create the drawing based on the model. And for homework 3, you are making models, and I want to see the screenshot of your model, not the drawing. And for the homework 3, I post the instruction online under the announcement. Is this really that hard to understand it? And homework 4, I just went over it, the instruction. I gave example of the parts that are way too simple. There's a reason I post recordings on YouTube, all right? You guys need to watch it if you miss the class. I know some people don't come to class. It's supposed to have like 34 people, and we normally just have 26 or 27. But if you miss a class, you should watch the recording first, right? If you care about your grade. And you did an assembly for the first project? The first project should be done by a part, not assembly. Your second project is an assembly. And here's a project requirement right here. And the tolerance or then just don't do assembly. When you convert assembly into a drawing, there's something different than what I show as an example from last week's lecture. So pretty much last week's lecture, I showed you guys step by step how to make a drawing that I expected for project 1, right? You guys can just follow the guideline. And I went through the tolerance chart. Come on, guys. I feel like I feel like I done everything I could, but all the questions just like I should keep repeating myself. So anybody else have any question? Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me well?
Yeah.
All right. So I know that concentricity is in a sense where two circular dimensions have a common axis.
Yes, that's right. Go
So
on.
what I tried. So right now for my project, I'm making a gear,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm wondering if I can use concentricity for the teeth of the gear.
No, you can't.
So like the
No, you can't. You can't use the teeth. You can't use concentricity on teeth of your gear.
oh, okay.
You can use the concentricity on the step or something. For example, if you do have one, if you want to. For example, remember the pulley from week 1?
Yeah.
I'm opening it up right now. So if you have a step, for example, this one, you can make this circle and the bore have a concentricity if you like, even though there is not very necessary, but you can if you want to. That's not violating anything.
Oh, okay. So in order for something to be so to be able to use concentricity, the two circular dimensions have to be complete circles.
Not complete circle. Think about how gears are made, right? The gears teeth, it gotta be made like individually. Then how can you control overall the teeth, the overall diameter of the teeth,
Oh, okay, okay. I see now. I see now.
right?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, for those of you who have stayed, let me know in chat who hasn't even started their home project. Not even modeling, like completely
Drawing
not
project?
start. Yeah, the first one.
I haven't even started.
Yeah, let me know in chat. I want to see how many. If you just started, don't do anything. Just not started at all. Let me know. So that's about 7 people. So 7 out of 18. So that means more than half that you already started. So for those of you who hasn't started, what make you not started? Like you have what type of difficulty? Come on, man, you're so honest. Wait, taking thermal fluids? My God. You must be pretty advanced though. I thought this class is for freshmen. I haven't taken thermal fluids till like second year or third year or something. Yeah, good luck with that. I hate thermal fluids. So yeah, of course. So anybody who have difficulty, for example, like some it's common to me. I'm not sure if it's common to you. Sometimes I don't even know how to start because I'm just new to the software or something like that. Just don't be shy. If you have that difficulty, let me know. Don't wait till last minute. I mean, if you're pretty confident saying, okay, I know how to start, at least I know how to start modeling, then you should be fine. But somebody just, if they're new to the software and then just get stuck at the very beginning, and let me know, because this is something more serious than I thought. It can really, I won't say delay, it can really like make you just give up. Nobody? Really? Yeah, watch videos really helps you. Even right now at daily work, I still watch YouTube videos or something to give me tips or something I forgot, stuff like that. And especially my recording, because last week's recording and the week before that, that 2 recordings gonna really help you on your first project. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it, unless you're pretty confident that you know what you're doing. So I guess everybody is in good shape. It just need time to progress then. All right, I guess if there's no more question or no like no difficulty in the project 1, everybody can just keep working, keep doing the good work, and I'll see you next week. And for next week, we're not going to have any non-lecture class anymore. We're gonna start doing the engine assembly. I believe we're gonna take 2 or 3 weeks to complete the engine assembly, and then I will give you maybe the rest of the semester, 2 or 3 weeks remaining, or whatever that is, for the final project. So I'm gonna stick around for the last few weeks to answer questions and just kind of like what we're going on today, to make sure that you can finish and submit your final project on time. Oh, and by the way, on Blackboard, for example, I receive a lot of emails saying somebody submit their homework and not sure if it go through or not. So under assignment, there's a project 1. You submit it here, right? And you're gonna submit a PDF. Remember, look at the project requirement. It's gonna be a PDF, not the actual drawing file. All right, and I showed you how to print as a PDF from last week. So you submit your PDF here, and then you can go in there. I mean, if I go in there, it's gonna be show something different. You can always go in there and check your attempt. And then if you see your PDF displayed no issue, then I should see a no issue. All right. If you see is corrupted or something going on, you can always resubmit it. And then until you succeed, and then double check for no issues. Is it clear? So this will eliminate the chance that you thought you submitted and actually is not showing right. Everybody? Come on, guys. Did you guys hear me what I said?
Yep.
Just thank you guys for all 4 people. What about the rest? We have 16 here. Come on, guys. Stop AFK. Just let me know in chat. All right, this is the 30% of your grade, so you better double check it. Because after the day, just for the fairness, I won't be able to do anything, especially if it's just 1 or 2 cases. If Blackboard acting up, I can definitely, it's not your fault, so I can definitely do something to make up, but if everybody get through it and just 1% of the people, I won't help. Not for projects, unfortunately. And it's not 3 weeks late, it's 2 weeks late policy. The homework is 3 weeks is because I gave you 1 week to do it and 2 weeks late policy. No problem. That's why I'm setting this week's class to help you guys out. And I really want to ask everybody, because I can't see your face. I really hope we're in class so that I can see everybody's face. Somebody look confused, I definitely ask him which part is confusing. I want you guys all turn in on time, all submit it on time in good quality, so I can give full credit to everybody. That's what I'm doing right now. I really want to make sure that happens. I don't want to see somebody just take a 30% cut in their grade. Yeah, no problem. That's my job. That's what I get paid for, right? All right, so if there's no more question or nothing much going out, nothing much going out, I'm gonna dismiss the class. And if you encounter any issue or any confusion, anything, if you have checked all the recordings and all my announcement and it's still confusing, ask me in email. Or don't be shy to set up office hour with me. I'll do demonstration like thoroughly. But for real? This is my email. Man. No worries. Actually, yeah, you should be glad I'm your instructor, because if you ask them, the instructors have been working here for 20 years or 30 years, and those are PhD, and in the middle of a semester, you ask, "What's your email?" They're gonna get pissed. Really? Just email me again. Sometime it could be flooded and I missed 1 or 2 emails, but just keep emailing. If it's urgent, keep emailing me. Yeah, sometimes I do receive like dozens of email a day, and since our CPP email system, they're all show like the person's name like the person's name is bold instead of the topic, so it sometimes can be easily skipped. Well, definitely for other class, definitely do the reading and the preparation work before you ask, because for example, I still receive emails, somebody asked me how to make a plane or something like that, and I'm pretty much speechless, right? We are 8 weeks into a semester and I post 6 or 7 recordings online, and then there are so many demonstrations of how to make models and drawings, and people still ask me how to make a plane. I don't know what else I can do to let them understand how to make a plane though. Nice question, man. Yeah, you too. Please have a good weekend. There are still 2 more days for me.
Okay, have a good weekend, Professor.
Thank you. You too. Enjoy your night.
You too. See ya.
See ya.
Thanks, Professor.
Thank you. Every morning is pretty suck to me. I gotta join the traffic and drive an hour. Alrighty, guys. Have a good evening. I will dismiss right here.